Hello, everybody. I am John Rowan, and I'm the creator of the Link built-in cutting board. The cutting board really is designed to add a workstation-style cutting board to your undermount sink. So when I started out on this project, I learned quickly that the cutting board wasn't just important to me. In fact, if I ask people to raise their hand who has a cutting board, it's going to be unanimous, right? We all have a cutting board. The Washington Post did an article just in December of last year, and they asked people, what's the most important items you have in the kitchen? And the number 2 was the cutting board, just slightly beat out by the spatula. But obviously, I knew building in a spatula didn't make any sense, but building in a cutting board did. Adding a functional design element to our kitchen made sense. But doing this, I wanted to make it better. So the first thing I wanted to do was I wanted to make it stable. I wanted to make it so it wasn't moving around. That my grandkids, if they're visiting, they're not going to pull the cutting board off and on everything on top of them down on the ground. It's not going to move around when I'm prepping a meal, when I'm doing a project. I wanted to make it so it was out and available, ready to use. It wasn't tucked in a drawer behind a cookie jar. It was out when I had the inspiration to cook. Finally, I wanted to use new design technology, everything that I had, everything that we know to minimize bacteria growth, so we make it a safe and a clean environment. And lastly, we wanted to make it so we were not blocking the kitchen sink. And that's the challenge. We love our workstation sinks, but when we're working them, we're standing in front of them, so we're blocking them. So we wanted to get it out of that workstation sink. And we did it by our patent pending mount. So this mount is a dual mount system. We're very excited to introduce it. The first part of the mount is a lock. So it locks that cutting board in place so it can't move any direction but straight up. The second part of the mount builds a 1/4-inch chamber of air underneath the cutting board so there's always airflow so the moisture can't collect, and it makes a non-friendly environment for bacteria. Plus, we use a PVD coating on the tray to keep bacteria from growing as well. Next, where we're going to install it, we're going to install it next to the kitchen sink where it makes the most sense, where we need it. You can use all your standard cookware. We don't need special attachments, but it will work with our favorite undermount sink workstation style attachments as well. But now when you're cooking, you're not blocking and standing in front of your sink like you do with a workstation style sink. You're standing to the side. So your sink is free to use and it's no longer a one-person kitchen. Now your sink is unlimited. We are introducing at the show several varieties of boards, from decoration boards to different sizes and different finishes. And we're also a Best of KBIS nomination, so we're very excited for that. We are over in the Kickstarter section, so come and see us, 8007, and see what all the excitement's about.
Thank you, John. Okay,
question.
Judges?
Thank
Hey,
you.
thank you.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. This is like, you know, like we are in a candy store when you look at this.
I know. They're not that big in real life, I promise.
All right, okay. Well, you basically answered one of my questions, which was the built-in drain for antibacterial. I love that. That I really, really love, because I was worried about it. But I wanted to know how, you know, we need to rely on products that are really easy for us to specify. And I really want to do this.
Yeah.
How are you planning to work with installers? Do you have a process of connecting with them to let them, you know, like to kind of create this that makes our lives easier?
Right. So good question. So it installs during the installation process, just like when somebody's installing a sink. It comes with a template. So when it's ordered, the template, just like a sink comes with a template, it's given to the installer. They cut it out and they install it on the site. Now, the cool thing about this product is the mount is a retrofit design, which opens up great possibilities, because if you're remodeling a kitchen and you've already done a sink, you've already done the countertop, but you want to add this, we can. A fabricator can add it anytime after the fact.
That's clever. I really like what I hear. Congratulations on this. I really like it.
Thank you.
1 minute, judges.
Okay, well, I'm going to be fast. I'm seeing a couple different types of materials here, which I love. Love having options. I want to talk a little bit about the cleanability and maintenance of the actual boards. Are they dishwasher safe? Like, do they need to be treated the way normal boards do? Is it just sort of the status quo there?
Yeah, good question. So cutting boards in general, you're right. Cutting boards should never be placed in a dishwasher, but we do have options and varieties. So we have HDPE, which is a dishwasher safe material. It's a high density polyurethane. It's food safe. We put it on clients that have boats, and we put it on some of those outdoor kitchens and things like that where it can handle the outdoor. The wood products, the resin products, the walnut, we've got a ton of variety. Yeah, don't put it in a dishwasher. Don't do that with any cutting board. Don't put it in a dishwasher. Bad, bad.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you, everybody.